Hi, Claire.
Hi, Emma.
I'm on fire. Fire's that?
So Tim just made a sneaky intro into the class before we started recording. Tim's shorts are quite long.
Oh yeah,
They're almost like capri length.
They are.
I feel like men's short hemlines have swung drastically from short to long to very short, like 5-inch, to now to like below the knee.
I guess the question is like, do you want to see a man's thighs? And my personal answer is no. And I don't want to see their knees either.
I feel like you're just saying this because you like Tim's style and Tim is not showing any thigh. Tim used to show a lot of thigh, by the way.
Wait, no, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Mini shorts? Is that what you're
Yes.
alluding to? He's never worn anything above the knee.
Okay, Tim used to wear short shorts, like little baggies.
What is Victor's short preference?
Victor has swung to like short shorts, and I think he saw Tim recently and saw how long his shorts were and came back and commented on the length.
Is Victor showing thigh?
Yeah, he is. Okay, let's get started. I have more thoughts on this, on like where this is coming from.
I can't wait. All right, what are we doing? I'm excited.
Okay. Lay down all the way on your left side. Your head is gonna rest in your hands with your fingertips pointed back behind you. And then your hips are gonna be stacked directly on top of each other with your knees at about a 90-degree angle to your chest. Okay, and then before we start moving, find a little lift from your bottom oblique. So you want your spine to be nice and straight. You can even put your hand there just to feel that bottom oblique engage. Lift your top leg up to hip height, and then your right hand is gonna reach in front of you until it's parallel to the ground. Okay, all right, so we're just gonna take your right hand, sweep it up to the ceiling, and then rotate through the chest and sweep the arm all the way back behind you, okay? And then bring the hand back up towards the ceiling and bring the hand back to parallel. Good, all right, and we're just gonna keep going. So what you're trying to do here is think about isolating the pelvis from the rib cage. So we often say, like, imagine you're twisting a towel out or wringing a towel out through your core. What that really means is you're trying to find separation between your pelvis and your rib cage. So every time you extend the arm back behind you, almost feel like your right knee is reaching in the opposite direction, twisting away from the arm to keep your hips stacked on top of each other as you rotate.
Whew.
Good. All right.
I really
feel nice and easy.
Enjoy this little twist through my spine, nice and easy.
Yeah.
I'm already feeling my side glute.
I mean, yeah, you should feel it, but it shouldn't be anything crazy. You really just want to focus on like the twisting sensation.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I also find as I twist, like I still have to really think about engaging my core. It helps me keep my hips stacked.
Yeah. A lot of obliques here. Okay. Let's do 4 more. Make sure you're breathing. So no clenching here. And notice how Claire, as she's rotating, the head is just following along. So the head isn't like yanking the arm around. Good. 3 more. Really nice. Keep breathing. Good. Keep lifting through the bottom oblique. For 2. Good. You should feel some top side glute. Just a little bit. Okay. Last one. Good. Bring the hand back. And you can lower the leg, lower the arm. Okay, we're gonna prop up all the way on your bottom hand, and you're gonna lift through your bottom oblique even more. Okay, so your head is propped in your hand, and then your top hand is gonna come also behind the head. So both hands behind the head, and your knees are gonna move a little bit further away from your chest, so a little bit less of an angle there. Okay, your top leg is gonna lift up to hip height and hold. Okay, flex that top foot. We're just gonna start by extending the leg away from the chest and then draw your thigh in towards your chest. Okay, and then I'll talk you through this because this is a little bit of a weird position. So a couple of things you can do here. It's also a common mistake that we often see. So in this position, this can get into your traps pretty quickly. So you really want to focus on drawing your bottom elbow towards your hip to engage through the bottom oblique and engage through the bottom lat. And you're trying to find length through your neck away from the hips. So you're trying to stay in one straight line. Good. All right, so if it's too much in this position, first thing you can do is you can take the top hand, bring it down to the floor just for a little bit more support. And if you're not feeling it on the elbow at all, you can come onto your forearm and that'll give you a little bit more support. Okay,
I'll demo that for you guys. It would be like this.
Yeah, exactly. So a little bit more of a right angle between the body and the floor. This way you're gonna feel a bit more lat. Good.
Whew.
Really nice. And bottom oblique. Perfect.
My top side glute.
Yeah, you should feel top side glute. And with that foot flexed, you should also be able to connect a little bit to the top glute max. So imagine like you're pushing something away from the body and then using your abs a little bit too to pull the leg in towards the body.
Oh, my side glute.
All right, yeah. Okay, let's do 3 more and then we're adding on. Good, keep breathing. Make sure you're untucking your chin so you're looking directly in front of you. Yeah, good. Okay, on this next one, you're gonna hold the leg long and hold. Everything below the knee in the bottom leg is gonna lift up off of the ground. So foot lifts off of the ground, lowers back down, and then draw your top leg in towards your chest. Good, and then we're gonna keep going. Nice, so extend the leg, we're just alternating. Lift your shin up off the ground.
Dude,
lower.
my side glute is dying.
Yeah, you feel it already?
Yes, what do you mean?
Okay, good. Good. All right, keep going. So you should feel bottom inner thigh as you lift the bottom shin up off of the ground.
Whew.
Good. And then top side glute, obviously. Really nice. You really want to focus on pressing your bottom thigh into the ground. It'll give you more support. It'll prevent you from wobbling around. It'll also make it more challenging. So you want to use that bottom leg to help lift and lower.
That's a really good cue. It also helps me engage my core when I do that.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Keep your hips stacked directly on top of each other. Keep engaging through the bottom oblique. Okay, let's do 3 more. Good. Really nice. For 2, keep breathing. Keep looking directly in front of you. Good.
Oh my God, my shoulder too.
Last one. Keep breathing. Extend the leg and hold just the bottom leg lifts and lowers. So now you should feel a ton of top side glute as you hold the leg extended and some bottom inner thigh opening or lifting and lowering the leg. Good. Really nice. Okay, let's do 5 more. Good. For 4. Good. Keep lifting through the bottom oblique for 3. 2.
Oh my God.
Good. Last one. Good. Lower everything down. Nice job. Okay.
Really got in there, huh?
Yeah. We're going to keep going with the top side glute. Okay, stay on that side, please.
Okay.
Okay, drop down onto your forearm. So now your elbow is going to be directly below the shoulder. So a little bit more support here. And then find a 90-degree angle, or rather a right triangle between your tricep, your oblique, and the floor. Okay, hips are stacked directly on top of each other one more time, and your top hand is going to reach up towards the ceiling. Good. All right, we're going to go into a clam. Very simple. So your heels are going to smash together. You're going to open through the top leg and then draw the leg back closed. Okay, another common mistake we see. So a lot of times people do clams and feel absolutely nothing, which is an indicator that you're probably doing it wrong. So if you're opening through the leg and you're feeling nothing, you want to check first that your hips are staying stacked on top of each other and you're actually using the glute to open. So it's not rocking the pelvis back behind you to open the leg, you're using the glute to open the leg, and it'll probably make it a lot smaller. Good. Nice. Okay.
I also really have to like press out of this bottom forearm a ton to like engage my bottom oblique. Like it helps me feel it right here.
Yeah, same kind of sensation of what we were doing before with the drawing of the elbow towards the hip. Like you want to push and draw in, feel that magnet to really engage the bottom side body. Okay, last one. Okay, and we're adding on. So on this next one, as you open the leg, you're gonna lift the pelvis up off of the ground, press your hips forward into a side plank, and then drop the hips back behind you as you close the legs. Nice, okay, good. All right, so this is adding more challenge to the clam, but same sensation here. You wanna keep the hips stacked directly on top of each other, using the glute muscle to help open the leg, and you're not letting the pelvis rock around. Good, really nice. Okay.
I'm also looking down at the floor because my neck sometimes gets icky in this.
A little, you can kind of flop the neck down. Good. All right.
Whew. Okay, now I'm feeling bottom glute a little bit more.
Yeah, good. Really nice. Yeah, so bottom glute is helping to press the pelvis forward. Good. You should still feel top side glute helping to open and close the leg.
Oh.
Good. Okay.
Bottom shoulder.
2 more. Really nice. Good. On this next one, come up into your side plank and hold. Okay. So you're going to find a rotation with your arm, thread the needle, right arm threads underneath the body, twist, and then open back up. Okay, so this is actually super challenging to keep that clam as open as possible without letting the hips move around. So this is where that kind of isolation of the pelvis and the rib cage comes into play that we were practicing earlier.
Oh.
Good.
Yeah,
there
also
she
like
goes.
I can really feel my bottom glute a ton, helping to prevent the clam from closing as I thread.
Yeah.
Which I've never felt before because I've never done this.
You've never done this?
Nope, not with the clam open.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm kind of dying.
Let's do 2 more. We have 1 last variation, then we're done. Okay, good. Take it a little bit slower. Keep breathing. Last one. Open the thread and hold. Okay, you're gonna kick your right foot forward on a high diagonal. So right thigh does not move. You're holding that external rotation and then bring the leg back to where it came from.
Oh my God,
good.
bottom glute.
Really nice. Okay, we're just gonna do 8. Good. This is super hard. For 7, we're almost out of it. Good. So high diagonal kick. For 6, good. Keep pressing through your bottom forearm. Good. Keep breathing. Engage the core for 5.
Oh my God.
Good.
Bottom shoulder, bottom glute.
4 more. You got it. Good. For 3. Good. 2 more.
Oh my God.
Last one. Good. Slowly lower the hips back down. There she goes. Okay.
I'm not
We're
being
gonna-
like performative. Like that is really hard on the entire left side of my body.
You liked it?
I mean, yes and no. Like my mind.
Your mind, yes. Your body, no. Okay, come into a bridge. So come lay all the way down onto your back. Okay, right foot is going to be planted, and then your left heel is going to be lifted. So you're on your left toes. Feet are in line with your hip sockets, knees pointed directly up towards the ceiling. Okay, and then your hands can either be by your hips or reached up all the way to the ceiling for a little bit more challenge. Okay, we're just gonna start with a regular bridge. So you're gonna lift your hips directly up and then crease at the hips, send your butt directly down, light tap, and then keep going. Okay, so you're not resting your butt on the floor, you're lifting and lowering. Good. And I want you to find maybe like 75% of your weight on your right foot, 25% on your right toe. So you really want to feel this in your right side. Good. All right.
Why do you think shorts are getting longer?
Instagram would probably tell me that it's a recession indicator or something. But I have no idea.
Wait,
It's also like, I don't know.
How is that linked?
People are becoming more conservative, less knee, less thigh. I bet you I can find something that tells us that. I bet you. Okay, let's do 4 more. Good. Okay, and notice how as Claire is doing this, she's not finding extension through the hip flexors. So it's not a stretch through the hip flexors. You really want to engage the core, engage the glutes to help with the lift and lower. Okay. All right.
Whew.
2 more. Really nice. Okay, last one, hold your hips lifted and hold. Okay, you're gonna float your left toes off of the ground, bring them up into tabletop. So you're really grounding through the right foot. Good, tabletop, and then march the leg back down. Okay, so we're just doing a little march. So you're keeping the bend behind the left knee. You're just marching, lifting it up, and then lowering it down. Okay, so Claire's taking the more challenging version of this where her hands are up to the ceiling. If you need more support, hands can come to your hips, or if you need even more support, hands can come to a V shape. So wider V, wider base, more support. Good. All right, so keep lifting, using your glutes to prevent your left butt cheek from falling down towards the floor. Nice.
The hardest
good.
part.
Yeah, keep engaging the core. Good.
You can also lower the butt down a little bit, you know, if
That's-
it's like
yeah.
too hard.
True. Okay. Good.
True. Oh
2
my
more.
goodness, my right glute.
Breathing. Okay, last one. Okay, lift your leg up to tabletop and hold it there. Okay, arms can come down to the floor for more support for this. Good, press the palms into the ground. Leg is gonna extend on a high diagonal and hold. Can you lift your left butt cheek a little bit higher up? Yeah, there you go. Okay, little circles in one direction with the leg. Okay, so your other leg, your right leg, is really working to prevent your body from wobbling. So you really have to stabilize through the right leg. Okay, let's do 3 more.
I'm dying.
Breathe
Right
for
glute.
2. Last one, switch directions. Good.
Ooh.
For 8, breathe. 7, can you lift your left hip a little bit higher for 5?
Oh my God.
4, breathe. 3, good. You got it. 2 more. Last one, good. Slowly lower the hips down.
Oh my
Nice
God.
job.
I
Okay.
always feel my face getting so red when I'm in a bridge like that because like all the blood is
Blood is rushing.
I'm like, I'm about to explode.
Okay, let's go into some abs, and then we're gonna do everything on the other side. So your legs are gonna come up into tabletop. We're gonna do a quick ab series today. Hands are gonna come up towards the ceiling, and then your arms are gonna start by sweeping up overhead, and then all the way down towards your hips. Okay, so just sweeping, getting used to the sensation, and then we're gonna start adding on. Okay, so this ab series can be a little bit challenging for the neck, you'll see. So a couple of variations that we're gonna show you to make it a little bit easier for the front of the neck, because you don't wanna be gripping there. Okay, so as the arms extend up overhead, you wanna make sure that you're still engaging the core, not letting the ribs flare.
Oof.
Good, okay. Let's do 2 more. So knees stay directly above your hips, 90-degree bend behind the knees. Yeah, there you go. Good. Okay, on this next one, arms are gonna reach up overhead, and then we're gonna add a curl. So as your arms sweep towards your hips, head, neck, and shoulders are gonna peel up, lift into a curl. There she goes. Okay, and then slowly lower back down. Arms are gonna extend back up overhead. Good. All right, so keep going. I want you to be super careful with this. So as you lift, you're gonna start with a slight tuck of the chin, and then peel 1 vertebrae at a time up off of the mat. Good. Using your upper abdominals to lift and lower you back down, and then arms extend. Okay. All right, good. So to help relax through the front of the neck, you really want to think about looking towards your belly button. Good. And if you're still feeling like it's all neck, no abs, bring your hands behind your head for more support. Good. Okay.
I also really love like at the top of my curl, kind of like staying up there for half a second before I come down, because it helps me like look for the low belly bulge, which like indicates that my low abs are not working.
Yeah, that's a great point. Almost like you're feeling like your fingers are pulling away from you, like away from where your head is, to really engage the core. Okay, we're gonna add on. Next time you lift and curl, both legs extend long on a high diagonal. Good, and then bring everything back to where it came from. So slowly bring the legs back to tabletop, slowly unpeel through the back. Good, and then arms extend back. Good. All right, so you're trying to do this in one fluid motion as best you can as you lift up and as you lower down. Okay, we're gonna do 3 more. Remember, you can always bring the hands back behind the head. Good. Ooh. For 2.
And if it's getting in your low back, just don't extend the legs as low.
Yeah, that's a good point. High diagonal, less load. Okay. Last one, come up into your curl, just hold your curl. For 8, breathe. 7, engage the core. 6, 5, 4, 3, good. 2, last one, slowly lower everything down. Nice job. Okay, we're gonna do the bridge on the other side.
Okay.
There she goes. Okay, you're gonna lift your right heel off of the ground, and then we're just gonna start with a lift and lower of the butt. So arms up towards the ceiling, you're gonna lift the hips up and then lower the butt back down. Good, all right. So you want the majority of the load, so about 75% of the load in your left heel, pretty light on your right toes. Good, all right, keep going. Nice, really engaging through the core on the way up and on the way down.
Yeah, it's so easy to like have the core fully disengage at the top of the bridge.
You want a full body wrap. Everything's working. Yeah. Okay.
Like this, like the wrapping of the suitcases.
Yeah. Have you ever done that, by the way?
Yeah, my suitcase
Really?
broke once. Yeah.
Oh. Okay. All right. Last one. Lift your hips up into a bridge and hold. Okay. We're gonna start our marching. So right leg lifts up into tabletop, and then lower it back down. Tap the toes. Good. All right, keep going. Good.
Ooh.
So you really have to focus on keeping the right hip from falling down towards the mat. So engage through the core and engage through the glutes. to make sure that that right hip isn't falling. Good. Nice and slow as you lift and lower the leg. Good.
I also find like really reaching my fingertips up to the ceiling helps me press my shoulders down, and like it gives me more support and stability.
Yep. Okay, let's do 2 more.
Whew.
Good. All right, last one. Hold the leg up in tabletop and hold. You can bring your hands back down to the ground for more support. We're gonna extend the right leg on a high diagonal, and we're gonna go into those circles. So little circles in one direction. Yep,
Ooh.
good. For 7.
Left glute,
6.
right quad.
Yep, for 5. Good. 4, keep engaging the core. For 3.
Really hard not to wobble.
2. Last one, switch directions. Good. For 8, breathe. 7.
Ooh.
6. Good. 5, almost
so
done.
hard.
For 4, this is super challenging. 3. Good.
Oh my God.
2 more. Last one, slowly lower everything down. Nice job.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna lay all the way onto your right side. So we're starting with our little rotation like we did on the other side. We're gonna rest your head on your hand with your fingertips pointed back behind you, engage through the bottom oblique, and then your thighs are gonna be at a 90-degree angle to your chest, okay? And then your top arm will reach in front of you parallel to the ground. Yep, good. All right, so we're gonna bring the arm up towards the ceiling and then rotate the chest open until you're basically trying to get it to face up towards the ceiling, and then close the arm. Good. All right, so same thing here. You're trying to isolate your rib cage from your pelvis. Good. Why don't we lift that top leg up? Yeah.
Oh
there
yeah.
you go.
I was like, this feels
part.
much nicer. I'm really hoping for a crack,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's gonna happen. Oh my God, my top leg is kind of shaking. No joke.
We did work it a little bit already.
I can feel it. She's
Yeah.
like,
Okay. 3 more. Take this nice and slow. And every time you open the arm, try to feel that oppositional reach of your top knee kind of pulling away from where your hand is.
oh,
Good. Okay, last one. Good. Close the arm, and you can lower the arm and leg down to the ground. Okay, we're gonna prop up on our bottom elbow. Okay, finding that lift like we did on the other side. So your head is kind of being cradled in your hands, and now your thighs are a little bit further away from your chest. Okay, lift that top leg up to about hip height, and you're gonna flex the top foot. And then we're just gonna start by extending the leg in line with the body, and then pulling the leg back in. Okay.
Whew.
Okay, so you're
So many
imagining like you're
glutees
balancing.
today.
I know, lots of glutees. Good. So think about pulling your right elbow down towards your hip. So bottom lat, bottom oblique are engaged, but remember you can take all the variations we talked about earlier if you need a little bit more support.
oh,
Good. Really nice. Good. Hips stay
glute.
stacked on top of each other. Good. Keep breathing. Okay. Let's do 3 more. Breathe.
yeah, abs in a ton.
Good. Yeah. Feel how the abs are helping to pull the leg in for 2.
Oh,
Good. Last one. Okay, we're gonna add on. So your leg is gonna stay extended on this next one and hold. And then your bottom shin is going to lift up off of the ground. So bottom inner thigh lifts the leg, and then lower the leg back down and draw your knee back in towards your chest. So top knee pulls back in, and then
is so
extend the
hard.
leg.
with the
This
arms
is super
like
challenging.
this too.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of, like I have very little balance.
Yeah, I love this. I love
Yeah.
a prop on the elbow like this. It's good.
Me too. It's complicated for a lot of people, but just adjust or come down
Yeah.
on your form.
Yeah. Good.
Oh my God.
Nice.
So
Good.
much top side glute. Also because
Yep.
I'm so propped up.
Let's do 3 more.
Whew.
Really nice. Good. Really try to focus on that bottom inner thigh as you lift the bottom foot off of the ground. That's an easy one where you can feel nothing if you kind of flop the leg up and down. Good. Okay, last one. Good. Extend the leg and hold, and then we're just gonna lift and lower the bottom leg.
Oh my God.
Good. For 8, breathe.
Whew.
7, good. 6, 5,
Top side
breathe
glute.
for 4, try to relax the upper traps for 3, good,
Ooh.
2 more, really nice, last
Dang.
one, lower the legs down, nice job. Okay, all right, we're gonna prop on the forearm. We have our side planks.
Oh yeah.
So elbow, sorry.
So much one-sided work today.
I know.
It's really exhausting. Every part of my left side and then my right side.
It's efficient. Okay.
Yeah.
On your forearm, elbow below your shoulder, and then your hips are stacked on top of each other. We're just going to start with the clam. So smash your heels together. You're opening the top leg up, and then close the leg. Yeah, you might need to adjust the positioning of the feet and the knees a little bit based on what feels comfortable for you. So find that position first. As you open the top knee, remember what we talked about on the other side. You don't want that top glute falling back behind you. So I'd rather you open the leg a little bit smaller without rolling the top hip back. Okay.
I've also never heard you say smash before. Where did you pick this up from?
I don't know. But you know what I mean? You normally say magnet.
I've never heard you say that either.
Magnet?
Yeah, no. Never.
I don't know.
You always just say heels together. I mean, I'm into it. I'm smashing for you. But I'm like, where did you pick this up?
Smash is new, but I bet you we can find some magnet. I love that one. Okay, we're gonna add on. So on this next one, as you open up into your clam, you're gonna lift both hips up off of the ground, press your pelvis forward. So you're coming into your side plank, and then lower the hips back down as you close. Good. Okay, and then take that top arm and reach it up towards the ceiling. Yeah, good. All right. Good. Keep going.
It's also really hard as I lift and open the leg. It's like, and I press my pelvis forward to not have my top hip totally roll back and like do this, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same exact like mind muscle connection as just with a regular clam with your hips on the ground. You just don't have that feedback anymore. Good. So you really need to focus on pressing the top hip forward so it doesn't roll. Okay. Let's do 3 more. Good. For 2.
I'm starting to feel my bottom glute more, and my bottom shoulder is now very angry.
Last one. Okay, on this next one, press up and hold your legs open. Good, and hold. All right, we're gonna thread. So top arm threads underneath, so just belly button up is rotating, and then unthread, open back up. Nice, good. All right, we're gonna keep going. So remember, your hips are stacked on top of each other. You're really focusing on pressing forward with your bottom glute, and your top glute is helping to keep that top leg open. So it's probably starting to creep down as you're getting tired. So really think about opening through that top leg. Nice. Oof. All right. Let's do 3 more. Good.
Bottom glute, top glute.
Yeah, for 2.
Bottom shoulder.
Good, we have those kicks coming.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Last one. Open back up and hold. Okay, your top foot is gonna kick forward on a high diagonal and then bend the leg, bring it back to where it came from. So you're holding that clam position, okay? Nothing else moves, just below the knee is kicking forward. This is super hard. Okay, we're gonna do 6 more. Breathe, good.
Oh my God.
For 5,
Ooh.
good.
Bottom glute.
4 more, keep engaging the core. Really nice. Ooh. For 3,
oh my God.
good. 2, keep breathing, almost done. Good. Last one, lower the leg, lower the hips. Nice job. Okay.
Oh my God, my shoulders.
I feel like this class went by very quickly. We have a plank to end and then we're done.
I mean, when she was walking me through this, I was like, I think we're gonna have to cut it. It's long.
Okay, so come into a full plank. So on your hands, 2 long legs behind you, okay? All right, so butt in line with the shoulders, good. And then you're just gonna go up into a pike. So you're gonna send your hips up towards the ceiling, super straight legs, good, and then come back into a plank. Nice.
Whew.
Really good. Okay, so we've been working one of the oblique slings, so the anterior oblique sling that crosses across the front of the body today. So we're gonna do a little extra anterior oblique sling challenge right now.
I'm excited.
Good. All right. So super straight legs. All right, good. On this next one, as you come up into your pike, you're gonna tap your right hand towards your left ankle. Okay, and you can actually find a little bit of a twist and roundness through the spine as you tap. Good, and then alternate. So as you pike, left hand reaches towards right ankle. Good, a little twist, a little roundness through the spine, and then come back. So I want the roundness of the spine to come from the abs. So as much as you can, you're using your abs to create some flexion through the spine. Good, okay.
Ooh.
Really nice. Okay, we're gonna do one more each side and then just hold a plank. Good.
I got my obliques every time I tap.
Good. All right, last one. Good, just come into your plank and hold your plank. Butt in line with your shoulders for 10, lower your butt just a little bit. For 9, yeah, there you go. 8, 7, breathe for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower the knees.
Oh my God.
Good job. And take a child's pose. Okay, so a little wide knee child's pose to end. Knees nice and wide. Okay, and then you're gonna take your right hand, thread it underneath the left, take a nice big twist.
Are your shorts getting shorter or longer?
Mine are also getting longer. I feel like
Yeah,
it was like hot shorts last summer and now it's like everyone's wearing cargo shorts. But it's funny like boys' shorts are turning into skater shorts.
I feel like you're more into a micro man short.
Me?
I
like
a man
like
micro
some
short.
man thigh. Okay, take a twist the other direction.
I mean,
right
it
arm forward.
depends.
I mean, yeah, there's definitely too much.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, you can stay here as long as you want, but we're all done.
Wow, that was amazing.
Good job.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
Toodaloo.
bye.
Mwah.